Greetings and welcome to another announcement video for Metal Mercs. Today, I want to tell you about the third demo that's coming out. Like we did before, there's going to be a live stream for the game showing it off, and this live stream will occur on Friday, September 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a link in the description below. Also, like before, we will be revealing a new playable faction. But before I get to that, just a few quick other announcements. In this upcoming version of Metal Mercs, I have added credits to the title screen of the game, meaning that if you have contributed to the game either as a patron or a one-time supporter, or if you've actually done some work and you ended up in the credits file, either or your name may appear on the title screen. If you don't want your name to appear, you prefer to be anonymous, or you have an alias that you'd prefer to go by, just contact me on Discord or send me an email. I can easily change those names before the demo actually comes out. Also, there's a new Metal Mercs wiki. There's not much on it yet, and I will talk more about it on the live stream, but I'll put a link in the description of this video here. Long story short, I want this wiki to grow, and I will try to add stuff to it as I can, but as you might imagine, I'm pretty stretched, so the wiki being something anyone can edit. If you would like to contribute in some small way to this project, helping to build up the wiki would be an awesome way to show your support. Speaking of support, I do have to squeeze in the obligatory mention that, this is a project that really could use your support, and if you've been playing and enjoying it, check us out on Patreon, and we also are more than willing to take a one-time PayPal donation, but it would really mean a lot. A lot of you guys are starting to do this, and it's amazing, but of course, the more people that do it, the better it is, so yeah, all your support goes towards me trying to use that money to pay people to help us make this game better through graphics and art and stuff like that. So yeah, it would help a lot. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the actual topic today, which is the new playable faction that's going to be coming out in the third demo. This faction is known as the Omnisphere Imperium. Ruled by the venerable House Lytherius from the capital world of Celestia Prime, the Omnisphere Imperium stands as the most ancient bastion of power within the core worlds. The only surviving realm from the Golden Empire, the Imperium has stood for over 2,000 years. The Imperium is known for its emphasis on honor, duty, and perfection in all endeavors. The citizens of the Imperium are proud and disciplined and strive to excel in both art and war. The Imperium's emblem is that of a golden dragon protecting a lush, glowing world. The Imperium's words embody its spirit: fierce beauty. The Imperium is home to 10.3 billion citizens and commands a formidable military of 220,000 mechs. The mantle of rulership currently rests upon Imperator Jada Lytherius, a wise and sagacious leader whose contemplative nature resonates with the very essence of the Imperium. Jada embodies the enduring legacy of her lineage, skillfully intertwining wisdom and valor as she navigates the Imperium's path with a deliberate and far-sighted approach. Her demeanor is often stoic and composed, occasionally giving way to confident and authoritative commands. Traditionally, leaders within the Imperium eschew marriage, choosing instead to preserve the family lineage through consorts. Jada, too, adheres to this custom, having borne 4 children with at least 2 separate men, both regional leaders from within the Imperium. As is customary, the fathers of her children have had little contact with them throughout their lives. The Lytherians have long held that their children belong to the Imperium itself, and thus the only family ties for Jada's children are with her. Among Jada's offspring are her 2 eldest sons, Dicarian and Valtorian. Both are formidable tacticians, stoic and thoughtful like their mother, but calculating and stern when needed. They both serve as the Imperium's esteemed top commanders, each a paragon of discipline, skill, and respect among their peers. Next comes Silera, Jada's daughter, whose reputation as a diplomatic prodigy echoes throughout the Imperium. While her brothers excel in the art of military strategy and prowess, Silera's natural inclination gravitates towards diplomacy. Her unwavering desire to seek peaceful solutions often places her in stark contrast with her warrior-oriented family. Her older brothers, in particular, harbor concerns that her idealism may be ill-suited for the harsh realities of the core. The Imperium's strength has traditionally been maintained through a firm and controlling hand, a principle they fear Silera might compromise. However, as the future ruler of the Imperium, time alone will determine whether her vision can successfully steer the Imperium's course. Lastly, the youngest scion, Rythor, is a rebellious spirit disinterested in his role in the Imperium. A highly skilled warrior, but one who takes unwarranted risks. He loves the thrill of combat, but sees it as a game. He competes in many tournaments and challenges, and can often be found working with his techs, tirelessly refining and perfecting his mech's loadouts. Politically, the Imperium moves cautiously and deliberately, preferring prudent and reflective responses to threats and adversaries, rather than knee-jerk reactions. However, provocation is often met with considered resolve and deadly force, for they are deliberate in action but unwavering in defense. The Imperium maintains strained relations with its neighboring powers, the Orion Corporate and the Confederate Vanguard Union. The Corporate perceives the Imperium as an antiquated state, beholden to impractical traditions, while the Union regards it as a military contender, fearing the revered Imperium armed forces might overshadow its own claim to military supremacy. In contrast, the Imperium enjoys relatively amicable ties with the Starcrest Protectorate, as both share a foundation of honor and duty in their respective values. Imperium mechs almost exclusively veer away from the more typical humanoid form, favoring a more serpentine style. Consequently dubbed by some as the Dragon Riders, the warriors of the Imperium are renowned for their almost elegant approach to battle. Imperium tactics gravitate toward agility and speed. The unparalleled swiftness of their mechs is possible only by the use of advanced Arcanite engines, an exclusive technology to the Imperium, enabling their mechs to achieve above-average speeds within their weight class. This unique capability allows Imperium mechs to swiftly engage and strike with precision, even if they are typically somewhat lighter in armor compared to their counterparts from other houses. Complementing this emphasis on speed, the Imperium employs unique burst damage laser weaponry known as blasters. These specialized laser systems harness the ability to accumulate and store multiple charges that can be discharged simultaneously during an attack. This grants Imperium mechs the ability to initiate combat with an opening volley that can be 2 or even 3 times more potent than conventional lasers. While blasters can perform effectively enough in prolonged engagements, their true potency lies in delivering a devastating opening salvo, followed by a strategic withdrawal to recharge before re-entering the fray with renewed vigor. Beyond their mastery of blasters, Imperium mechs often incorporate high-energy cannons and torchers, underscoring another facet of their combat prowess: heat damage. Foes confronting the Imperium frequently find themselves grappling with overheating issues, resulting in internal damage and diminished mobility. This characteristic further amplifies the Imperium's advantage in mobility, making them a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. Imperium warriors are thus revered for their capability to swiftly ambush and strike enemy forces, releasing torrents of devastating flame and laser attacks before retreating beyond engagement range. These hit-and-run tactics not only leave adversaries awestruck, but also plunge their foes into a perplexing state of disarray, granting the Imperium the ability to command the ebb and flow of the battlefield. It comes as no surprise that Imperium warriors stand as some of the most formidable and dreaded warriors within the core. Mercenaries looking to work for the Imperium will find that it requires trust and mutual respect, and their path to loyalty will be paved with challenges. The Imperium is known to offer poor and unfair contracts to mercenaries whom have not yet earned their respect. Many mercs will thus face initial financial constraints and challenges while seeking to work for the Imperium. However, those who persist and gain the Imperium's favor will discover that it is among the most generous and steadfast patrons within the core. As a mercenary's reputation with the Imperium climbs, they will come to discover that their contracts become more lucrative, and indeed some of the best paying within the core. In the end, the Imperium stands as an ancient and powerful house, commanding both respect and fear across the core. That's all I'm ready to reveal today, but if you'd like to see the Imperium in action, come back on Friday, September 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern for the live stream. There I will show off the Imperium and all the other changes that are coming in the demo, as there's always a handful of other cool updates, and this one's got some for you. And then after the live stream, as always, the demo will release immediately for patrons and one-time supporters, and then about a week later it will go public for everyone else. Thanks again for checking out today's video, and I hope to see you at the live stream.